Alright guys, welcome to another installment. We're going to be doing some Evacuation this time. These guys invited me to be their persistent monster player. So they're about, high 30s, 40s, they all got mics, they're communicating, so this is going to be a pretty tough high-end match, and we're just going to play through Evacuation to see how that goes through. So we're going to be playing on Distillery. So with this map, I really don't like using Goliath. I would prefer to be using Wraith because I can better navigate the mountainside and use a lot of the cliffs to my advantage. So we're going to be going in here as Wraith, and we're going to be going with the classic abduction, of course. That's how I play style. I do not prefer to be doing anything cheesy. So we're going to see what they bring out on me. Got one more here. So with Distillery, we have a lot of altitude in the north, and we have a lot of flat area in the south. Because it's just one giant mountain. So because of that, I don't like to use anything like say, Goliath's traversals. It's pretty worthless in the lower areas, and there's not a lot of places to hide. Goliath's really big, so if you're stuck in the south for some reason whatsoever, and you're a Goliath, you're pretty much boned, because they can keep marks on you the whole time. There's almost nowhere to hide, and so they're just going to beat you down fast. Same with the Kraken. At least with Kraken, you can hang out in the north and try to be good. Also, even Goliath has to suffer a bit from all the climbing it has to do in the mountainside. The only one that can navigate it pretty well right now is the Wraith. So we're going to be using the Wraith to kind of dart, weave, and move. So, because of abduction, we're going to be using a lot of that to our advantage. We're going to spend a lot of our time in the mountains, try to get them to use a lot of their boosters. We're going to keep abducting them, trying to keep pulling them away. Of course, we're going to try to pick down Val and Hank, try to get the support and the healer down first before we start working on Hyde. Of course, Hyde can prevent us from eating if he throws grenades down on certain beasts or allies before I move in on their corpses. So, just one thing after another. So we're going to see how this plays out. I'm going to try to keep this pretty fair. I don't want to spoil anyone's fun. I'm going to be playing with these guys for another 5 missions or so. So this is part 1 of our Evacuation. So here we go. As I said before, I really want to focus on the north. They got Maggie, so I'm not really too concerned about being tracked. Just got to keep the momentum up. That's why we're using, once again, our abduction to start pulling our food. I really want to keep things in the caves. Make sure there's a roof over my head. So that way I don't pull any carrion birds. Even though they got Maggie, carrion birds will pinpoint exactly where I'm at, which I don't want them to do. At least here I can buy some time. And even though they'll know my general location, they won't know my exact location. That's the point. Since they're going to be coming here pretty soon, I'm going to go ahead and start saving my traversals. Wait for a big burst. So I hear their jetpacks. I know they're coming. There's Daisy. I can hear Daisy. So what we're going to do is wait for them to get a little closer. If they choose to. So far I've kind of lost them. There they are. Alright, they're all coming that way. They might be trying to juke me. But either way, we're going to do a full burst. Get out of here. I'm going to do what I call a straight line traversal. This is what I call my nice little traversal burst. Just moving in a straight line in one given direction. Now, I don't want to go too far down the mountain. So, I'm going to go ahead and eat here. Save my traversals, because it's about to get messy. Just like that. Now, I want to keep moving and weaving through all these mountain ranges to make sure that they do not get a beat on me too easily. I know they're right on my butt, which is fine. See, that's the assault. They're trying to fish me towards the... Oops. Yeah, right now they're trying to fish me towards the trapper, which we're not going to allow. Alright, so we know the trapper's probably going to be coming on me pretty soon. So let me go ahead and get in my little cave again. Prepare to do a burst. Kind of rest up a little bit. Okay, I see assault here, so what we're going to do is just going to keep moving. Now, since they're all up here in the mountains, I'm going to go ahead and move clear across the map. They also got Hank. So when I do finally choose to evolve, I want to do so under cover. Here's probably good enough. Got a roof over my head. Should be fine. Also have a reasonable escape route. Just going this way. Do not want to be caught in the south. I want to make sure I get into the mountains. Since I do not have any armor right now. Use the mountains for any kind of cover. Okay, back to my old tactics again. Not using any traversals to eat. At this point, I'm waiting for them to come up here, and then we're going to pick our fight. Generally, I work best when there's a large pillar. This could work as a general one, but this right here, this central pillar, is actually much more ideal. Because this way I can keep track of them and everything. So I'm just going to wait for them to come to me. Make sure they know I'm over here. Even with Daisy, they're just going right by me. Nice. This is exactly where I want them. You see we have this nice pillar I can move around now. I'm going to consider that a win. Since I'm out of armor, I don't want to go ahead and cost myself too much health. I'm already on fire as it is. At this point, they're going to pursue me pretty hard, but I've got a couple of strikes on the ones that matter. The support, and of course the healer. Let me check that. Is that an albino? Doesn't look like one. Okay, moving on. Combat zone. This looks like a nice spot. Go ahead, let them know I'm here. That's a pretty close victory there. Lost a lot of armor thanks to Hyde, but got more strikes. Once again, gonna get us some armor real quick. Go back to... Let them know I'm here. Got a nice little pillar here for fighting. Nice little cave and everything. Pull her away from the healer. So that way I can abuse the healer. Ooh, they got me at a tough spot right now. because I have no armor. Shit. Go the other way, you stupid cloaker. Okay, good. Shit. Right now I'm patiently waiting for this thing to fall. Good, there it goes. Thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and push ourselves for an evolution. Got a buff on it. Need to get back up to the mountains. Need to pick my place to fight. I got 4 minutes, 34 seconds. There we go! That was fun. Alright, we got part 2 of our Evacuation game. We're playing on Aviary, which is one of my favorite maps. However, we're playing with Rescue. Rescue means that we have to go around and, as a monster player, kill all of the fallen people, and hunters go around and try to rescue them. A trapper with Daisy can pretty much just quickly, mow this over pretty quickly. So I have to go out there and kill as many as possible. So what I like to do for that is pretty much I like to abduct the bodies. But to be absolutely honest, when it comes to this match, movement and traversal, all that really is a big deal. So while Wraith is fast, Wraith is brutal, Wraith is nasty, I'm actually going to be a little bit nicer, and I'm going to go ahead and use Goliath on this one. Because it's rescue, I want to be able to smash any and everything pretty quickly. This will allow me to go ahead and knock out any survivors they got pretty fast and chase them down. Probably a lot faster than Wraith because he has more armor, he can take more punishment, and just stick to it quicker. Just stick to the fight. So, as you see, they got hide, they got turrets, but they didn't bring Laz and they didn't bring Daisy, thank God. So they're very nice. They didn't want to cheat and cheesy, because bringing Daisy basically kind of makes rescue and he's like an instant win, because Daisy would just run out there and res everybody, and you can just fight the monster. With this one, how it's supposed to go is the monster's supposed to come to you and supposed to fight it off while defending the guys. That's how the mechanic's supposed to work. But we'll see. So right now they got Abe, and I'm already pretty up. So we're going to go ahead and start using our... Get this going. Yeah. Feeding speed. That's going to be helpful. Generally on this mode, you don't want to get more than stage 2. If you sit back and upgrade yourself to stage 3, you're gonna have a bad time. And right now they put me at the far side of the map where the DPS buff is, so that's not necessarily ideal for me. We're going to try our best across the map as fast as we can to go ahead and punish those guys. Wasted the traversal there. Okay, with full armor, I'm going to have to take what I got. Okay, we know that they're going to head south, so I'm going to take the alternative exit. Which they probably are not expecting. Because there's the dropship. So now they got to go through me. Use the caves to my advantage. slow, so... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let them get these survivors, because I am taking too much punishment. And if they kill me, they win the match, so... Okay, I've hit my evolution, so... They're probably going to, hopefully, focus on the survivors, and then I am going to go ahead and focus on my evolution. Ooh, waste another traversal there. Sadly, one of them just disconnected, so hopefully they come back. Oh, what's happening? They're all disconnecting. Hopefully they come back. It's no fun if they disconnect. Might have to opt to restart the round. Albino, nice, nice. I was actually hoping to... hoping they wouldn't chase me. Anyway, it looks like they are, so... They got hide. Let me see. Armor available here? I did not see any. Oh well. Hate these goddamn tyrants. Welcome back to part 3 of our evacuation game mode. We're going to go ahead, this time with a Wraith. We're going to begin Refueling Tower. This is going to be Nest mode. Actually, Nest mode. Never mind, we're not going to go with Wraith. Nest mode, I'll just continue with Goliath. He's got the strongest thing for early match, so we're just going to go with that. I'm going to go ahead and spawn a Goliath to help me out. So we're going to have 2 level 1 Goliaths beating the crap out of them. It's going to be like a stage 2. They won't know which one to hit. So we're going to hope the confusion is going to smash them into the ground during all that fun stuff. So immediately when you hatch an egg, it's going to send basically a stage 1 Goliath controlled by the AI immediately at the hunters. So you have no idea where the hunters are as a monster to start this match. They always throw you at the other side of the map. So this will pretty much home in for you like your own personal monster daisy. So pretty much prioritize getting this thing ASAP. So we're going to go ahead and hatch this bad boy. Give me a little food, and then I'm going to go essentially follow my little pet. It's a little bit unfair that they put a mammoth bird right there. I'm kind of mad about that. Going to get me a little bit armor, cooldowns. Okay, that's going to make this really ideal. Okay, they've already began engaging. And yeah, that's pretty damn fucking quick. Welcome to part 4 of our evacuation footage here. They've gone ahead and they voted for a hunt on Fusion Plant. Fusion Plant, as we know, is a pretty smallish map, so Goliath is definitely not going to be my choice on that one. We're going to go back to Wraith. Past 2 ones I've done Goliath as it is, so I think it's time to break a little bit of, give him a little break from that big bulky guy and have some fun with Wraith. So because Fusion Plant is so damn small, it doesn't really have a lot of buffs. There's not a lot of places to go, so having a high mobility monster is really ideal, one that can kind of snake and weave around certain things, because especially when they got Val, you're going to be getting hit by a lot of trank darts. You really need to make sure that you're able to kind of bob and weave pretty effectively, and also having the Wraith with decoy should help keep them off a little bit, but I'm intending to get a lot of hate. So right now, my little baby is going to start moving towards them. My own personal little badass. So since this is a hunt, he's pretty much going to accompany me, and that's fine with me. Come on, little buddy. We're going this way, not that way. I'm going to get their attention. See, we have an albino here, so I don't necessarily want to spoil that too quickly. Gonna keep things moving though. Having this big mass minion behind me is pretty much saying, I'm right here, come and get me. But it's also nice having a little bit of cover. This big open area we do not want to be in. They're going to try to cut me off, so I'm going to go ahead and start making a beeline straight forward for the little route here. They know where I'm going, so I'm going to see if I can protect my minion for a while. As soon as my minion starts taking hits, we're going to back off and defend him. Alright, there's another buff. Alright, now I know I got a little bit of distance on them, but not much. I also got the protection of my minion, and I know where the damage buff is. So what we're going to do, plan now, is to A, evolve. And I don't mind doing it in the open. I got a little bit of cover. Once we evolve, first order of business is to go get that damage buff. So immediately I'm going to make a fast traversal towards the northern portion of the map. That's my big goal right now. Let me pull these away from them. I don't want to take too much damage. Want a little bit of armor before I decide to take on that buff. Hoping that either if they killed that buff, I'm hoping it's still there. Oh, they killed the buff, so... Damn it. Nope. So I'm going to use this pillar as essentially my place for combat. This giant pillar here. So me and my pet are going to wait for them to come. Going to get them in this little choke point here. That way they have high cliffs, so if they got to climb to avoid me, they'll waste their jetpack and other things. And this is not the assault. Who are you? taking too many hits. We're going to back out now. Probably going to lose my minion in the process, but oh well. This looks like a nice place to fight. Well, I lost my minion, but at the same time I did numerous strikes to them. There we go! Another one down. Welcome again to Evacuation Part 5, where we're going to be going up against pretty much the same people, but this time we're going to be going on their generator. We're going to try to take out the ship, blow up all the, pretty much any of the remaining colonists to make sure that they're fucking screwed. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and bring out our Kraken, and I'm in the mood for a big golden Kraken. Yeah. So the reason why I'm bringing out the Kraken is because this is a generator match, and on the generator match I like to keep my distance. And the distance is pretty much pivotal to destroying this thing. So anything I can keep them at, anything that allows me to keep them at a maximum draw is good. Of course, we're going to want to have increased damage output. This is because, well, yeah, increased damage output. You need it on this match. You almost have no chance of victory because of how armored these generators are. So we're going to go in there and we're going to have us some fun. I'm going to try to snipe all of those turrets down fast, so that way our minions can have some good chances on actually doing some considerable damage. So that's what we're working on now. Of course, auto balance has the hunters like at 5 because I have maximum at the moment. So I don't know if this is going to give them crazy damage or not. But anyway, I have to get going. Should start out with a maximum stage 3 Kraken. Okay, go ahead and get the map up. I'm going to go ahead and give my guys some cover because they're real strong. But before I do that, I need some Food. Alright, that's good enough. Go ahead and get over here because I can snipe reasonable. Okay, that's one down. That was fucking close, like to the wire. I thought I lost that actually.
How fucking